Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at section 29C, which is called expectation. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the situation that we had before with this unfair coin. And let's say, for example, that we have only one coin. And this one coin we said had a probability of having a tail show up 2/3 and the probability of having a head show up 1/3. So, based upon this theoretical probability, how many heads would you expect by flipping the coin 30 times? So you have this thing, you flip it, you record the result. Flip it again, you record the result. You flip it again, you record the result. Now, based upon the fact that we know that the theoretical probability of actually having a head show is 1/3, I would hope that all of you would say, I would say that 1/3 times it by 30, because there's 30 times, 1/3 of those 30 times I should have a head. So I'm hoping that intuitively you get a sense that there should be about 10 times that the head shows up. In the same respect, if we go ahead and ask how many tails, well, I can say that 2/3 of the time, out of the 30 times that I actually do this event, I should come up with 20 tails. Okay, so very intuitive, and I hope that makes sense to everyone. Now let's complicate it, make the situation a bit more complicated. And let's say, for example, that we have the two coins. Again, both of them being unfair. And remember that we said that the probability distribution table for this particular event of flipping the two unfair coins is this. And this is what we would actually come up with as the probability of getting no heads, the probability of getting one head, and the probability of getting two heads. So, if you were to flip the two coins 9 times, so you flip it, that's once, you record the result, you flip it again, you look at the result, you record it. How many times, if you did this 90 times, how many times would you expect there to be no heads? Now, I'm hoping that we go through the same process again, and if we take the 4 9ths, which is what I would expect, that out of every 9 times, 4 times I should have no head showing up. I should then come up with 40 times. Same thing for each when there will be just one head. So this is 40 times as well. And then I can say that when I actually have 2 heads showing, it only shows up once out of every 9 times. So that means that I should have 10 times here. Okay, so here's the leap. Say, for example, if you were to flip the 2 coins just once, what would you expect the result to be? Now, what would we expect the result to be? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it this way. I know that the result to coming out with no heads is 4 9ths. So if I get no heads, and I multiply it by the probability, I think about how much this value of having 2 heads is weighted by the probability associated with it. And I do the same thing with 1 times it by 4 9ths. So notice I'm taking the value of h and multiplying it by the probability of that particular random variable value. And then this is going to be plus 2 times it by 1/9. And if I was to go ahead and show what this is equal to, of course this is 0.